We might have just found Suzy Sheep's long-lost brother.
So will there be 3 of us in the house?
Yes.
Hooray!
A brand new boy sheep has shown up in Peppa Pig's latest season, and fans have already named him Barry Sheep. After digging through old episodes, we realized this isn't his first appearance. He's been hiding in plain sight for years. So who is he, and what does his return mean for Suzy, her dad, and their mysterious family? Let's find out. When an episode from the latest season of Peppa Pig dropped, Sibling School, we noticed something no one expected. Right there beside Peppa and George is a boy sheep. But surely a male sheep in Peppa Pig is not supposed to exist. For years, we've believed male sheep were not part of the show for some bizarre reason, and this was why Suzy's dad was never shown. But suddenly, there he is, Barry Sheep, sitting calmly in Miss Rabbit's class like it's the most normal thing in the world. And it gets weirder. Sibling School isn't just any class. It's a school for kids whose parents are about to have new babies. So what's this mysterious boy doing there? Could this mean the sheep family is finally growing again? Or that a long-lost relative just walked back into the story? Because when we looked closer, this wasn't the first time he'd been seen. It turns out this new character isn't new at all. More than 10 years ago, he quietly appeared in the episode London, walking through the train station with what looked like his family and a trolley full of luggage. And then, nothing. He vanished for over a decade. So why would a random sheep family appear in a one-off London special, disappear for years, and suddenly return in an episode all about babies and growing families? That timing feels far too deliberate. Maybe they weren't random extras at all. Maybe this was Suzy Sheep's other family, the one that's been living quietly off screen since her dad disappeared. And if that's true, then Sibling School might not just be about Peppa's friends learning about babies. It could be the moment Peppa Pig finally reintroduces the missing half of Suzy Sheep's family. For years, one mystery has kept Peppa Pig fans up at night. Where is Suzy Sheep's dad? We've seen her mom, her grandma, even her cousin Charlotte. But her dad, nowhere. There have been plenty of theories, however, to explain his absence. Some say he's the narrator, the invisible voice watching over everyone. Others think he's a secret agent, always away on missions for the Queen. And then there's the theory that he simply left, living far away with another family. But what if that last part was true? Because when we spotted a boy sheep walking through a train station with what looked like his family in the London episode, everything suddenly made sense. A mom, a sister, and a missing dad we never see. Could this be his new family? Maybe after leaving Mummy Sheep, Daddy Sheep started a new life, one the show quietly hinted at years ago. And now, more than a decade later, that same boy sheep suddenly reappears, just as the sheep family storyline heats up again, suggesting the Daddy Sheep and his new family are not only being introduced in the show, but are getting a new addition. But what if Barry Sheep isn't a random sheep at all? What if he's Suzy's actual brother, the one who stayed with Daddy Sheep when the family split? Imagine it. Two parents part ways. One keeps Suzy, the other takes the younger child. It would explain everything. Why Mummy Sheep never mentions a dad, why Suzy's the only child in her class, and why this mysterious boy has suddenly shown up again after all these years. We already know from the episode Suzy Goes Away that Mummy Sheep once tried to move abroad for a new job.
My mummy has got a new job, and we're moving to a new house. Wow!
But maybe it wasn't about work at all. Maybe she was trying to reunite the family, a last attempt to bring both children under one roof, and it just didn't work out.
They said I didn't get the new job. So you're not moving away? No.
So when this mysterious boy sheep recently reappears, it might not be random. It could mean that Daddy Sheep has now made the effort to reunite the family and brought Suzy's brother with him. When Grandma Sheep recently moved into Suzy's home,
Hello, my little lambs.
Granny!
most fans thought it was just so she could help Mummy Sheep with Suzy. She arrived with souvenirs from all over the world.
Mum, we might not have room for all this.
Proof that she'd spent years traveling, but maybe those trips weren't just for fun. Maybe she was visiting relatives we never knew existed. And that's where Barry Sheep might come in. If Grandma Sheep has another daughter, or even a son, one who's been living abroad, that would make the boy sheep Suzy's cousin. Maybe Grandma reconnected with her long-lost daughter overseas, and that family has finally moved back home. For years, Suzy's been the only child in her house. No dad, no siblings, no cousins nearby. But if this theory's true, she might have a whole side of the family she's never even met. We first met cousin Charlotte way back in the episode in the future, where she is shown as a friendly babysitter who gets along well with her cousin Suzy.
That's very kind of you, Suzy. But we have a special babysitter coming. That'll be her now. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
But the episode also proves something important about her family. They're naturals at looking after little ones. So when the new boy sheep appeared in sibling school, learning how to care for a new baby, it made us wonder, is he part of Charlotte's family? Maybe the grown-up sheep we saw at the train station was her mom, and the little one with the trolley was her younger sister. That would make the new boy sheep Charlotte's brother and another cousin for Suzy. And Charlotte's been showing up again recently. She helped Grandma Sheep move into Suzy's house, and it feels like the show's quietly putting a spotlight on her branch of the family. Maybe the writers are hinting there's way more to the sheep family than we've ever seen. After all these theories, there's still one simple possibility left. Maybe this boy sheep isn't connected to Suzy's family at all. Maybe he's part of something new. For years, the show only focused on one sheep family, Suzy, her mom, and her grandma. But with the new season introducing more background characters than ever before, this could just be Peppa Pig quietly expanding the sheep universe. Think about it. We've seen dozens of rabbit families, elephant families, and pony families, but only one group of sheep. It makes sense that the creators might finally be balancing things out. Maybe this boy, his mom, and sister are the start of a whole new family who've just moved to town. And if that's true, it's actually kind of exciting, because it means Peppa Pig isn't done adding new families and new stories. It's the beginning of a new chapter, and the sheep might finally be getting the spotlight they deserve. Sibling School might look like a cute one-off episode, but it could actually be hinting at something much bigger. Not just new babies in Peppa's world, but new families. And the biggest clue of all is Barry Sheep. Because if Barry's suddenly sitting in a class all about becoming a big brother, maybe he's not the new addition to the sheep family. Maybe he's here to prepare for another one. Could Mummy Sheep be expecting again? And if Barry really is Suzy's brother, that would make this new baby Suzy's younger sibling. A perfect new friend for baby EVIE Pig. And it's not just Barry. Every child in that classroom is expecting a new sibling in their family. Rebecca and Richard Rabbit are already big siblings to Mummy Rabbit's twin babies, Rosie and Robbie Rabbit. And let's be honest, rabbits are famous for multiplying, so another pair of bunny booties wouldn't surprise anyone. Then there's Penny Pony, who we've barely seen since the Perfect Day episode, where her mom spent the whole day chasing her through the shopping mall. So if Penny's back in class learning about babies, that might mean there's a brand new little pony on the way too. So maybe this whole episode isn't just about Peppa and George learning to care for baby Evie, it's setting up Evie's future friends. A new wave of siblings who'll carry Peppa's world forward. And if Barry Sheep's really part of Suzy's family, that connection becomes even sweeter. Peppa and Suzy as best friends, and EVIE Pig growing up friends with Suzy's new baby brother or sister. So who is this mysterious boy sheep? A lost cousin? Suzy's secret brother? Or just the first glimpse of a whole new sheep family moving into Peppa's world? Whoever he is, one thing's for sure. He's just turned years of Peppa Pig theories upside down. Tell us what you think in the comments. Is this the return of Suzy Sheep's dad's family? Or the start of something completely new? If you enjoyed this deep dive, we have plenty more videos exploring Peppa Pig. Please check them out. Thank you for watching.